Hi everyone. Kind of woke up, but I kind of have a little bit of achy throat. But we kind of spent Valentine's Day in Asheville. Really cool side of Asheville. We went out to eat at a vegan restaurant yesterday and just kind of spent the night without kids. Love my kids, miss them. But since you know, I don't have kids crawling all over me, and it's great lighting, as you can see. I was going to show you guys some of the makeup that I travel with. I literally pack a small little bag because if you are a parent, you know that you take several bags with you to try to, you know, fit all your kids' diapers and wipes and extra clothes. So I just take all the stuff that I mainly use and kind of multitask with. So kind of getting products like these where there's a highlighter and a blush, so I don't have to carry a blush, even though recently I did buy a blush that I really like, and it's by Pacifica, which is actually a vegan brand. It's cruelty-free. But one of the reasons that I also look into products like, you know, cruelty-free, because they don't have as many ingredients, so they're less likely to irritate my skin. That's literally the main reason that I do buy, you know, products like this, but it's like a really pretty peachy tone. And I got this from Target, and the name of this one is Camellia. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do my makeup on the go. If I'm like traveling with kids, you know, with a husband. So I already moisturized my face. I took a shower, moisturized my face, put a little bit of primer on, and then I'm gonna use this LA Girl high definition HD foundation. You can get these at drugstores. They're very inexpensive, but it's actually one of my favorite foundations that I use now. And I literally just put it on my face like that. And I actually prefer to use a brush. So this is by Real Techniques. I really like their brushes. So I'm gonna find myself a mirror here. And for skin that is very sensitive, using a beauty blender and blending it in like this, actually what I've learned in school as an esthetician, it actually makes you break out. Just that kind of a massage of beating in to your skin actually irritates the skin. So, and I've noticed that, like before I would be able to use the beauty blender and it was okay, and then I'll start breaking out. So I just started using a brush instead. And I love this brush because it's so soft. It's actually for traveling, but my top broke, just being real here. This is what it looks like. It actually kind of covers up so you don't get a bunch of stuff on there. And the bristles are very, very soft and very close together, so you really don't pick up a lot of product. I know some people put product on top of their brush and then put it on their face. A lot of times your brush will soak in a lot of product and you will end up wasting a lot. So that's why I put product on my face and then just allow the brush to pick up excess and blend it in nicely. So I've just kind of learned over the years to, you know, figure out what works for my skin. Then I use my favorite bronzer. I really love how this smells. You can tell it's my favorite because I'm really using it up. It's actually by Physicians Formula, and it's called Butter Bronzer. It's literally very, very fine powder, and I just go in with a brush like this. And I'm actually gonna use this thing. So I just kind of chisel out my cheeks. I actually kind of work it upwards, like that. I like it because it's not dark. It actually kind of gives you a nice tint. And then I go into my hairline. I mean, my forehead is not big, so I don't need to like contour. You know, and if it was a special occasion, I would spend a little bit more time contouring. But this is just kind of like on the go, you know, your daily look that you can go for. And then I kind of need to go under chin. My under chin and chisel out my jawline. Again, it's lightweight, so you know I don't really have to worry about blending too much, so I could use quite a bit of it. without having to like really sit there and blend or rub my skin too much. So you can already see it just kind of blends into your makeup, your foundation really well. Actually, I do have my mirror. I forgot I had my mirror. I do bring my mirror, but usually I use a mirror that's around here. So then I'm gonna go ahead and use my blush. This is the one that I showed you guys. So just use a little bit. I know some people don't like blush, but I actually do. I love blush, especially on like fair skin. It's right in the bathroom. It just kind of brings out color, especially once you put foundation. Your skin kind of looks flat. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use, this is by Jane Iredale. I've had this for a while actually, because I worked with this when I was with the dermatologist. But I love this because it's a very fine powder. And I'm just gonna like use it to really like blot out areas that are a little too shiny, and that will help to kind of set them so they're not like creasing in. So mainly my eyes, under my eyes, around my nose, because I kind of still like to have that dewy look throughout the day. Just that glowy look. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my highlighter. This is actually another one of my favorite little palettes. It's called Candlelight. This is by Milani, also a drugstore product, and I love this highlighter. It's really cute. It's like, it's not a thick grain, it's very fine grain, and I just apply very little. I don't care about like too much of it. I kind of just like to add to, you know, the dewiness of my skin. So just a little bit on my cheekbones, a little bit where my eyebrow goes, so kind of like a C. Do it just a little bit on my forehead, just a little bit on my nose. I know some people really go out with this, but I think if I was doing like a really special event, I would take a little bit more time. But again, this is just kind of my traveling makeup. And then I've recently been bringing my Good Faithful Naked palette. I think I had it for a while as well. And I just kind of go in with neutrals. So like the flat matte browns. So I just start with light and kind of just do the outer corner. My eyes are not, you know, big. They're pretty small. So this is a great way to kind of extend them outwards, is to kind of bring in the shadows and just do the outer edge. And then I will go into another matte, but like a darker brown. This one's the dark side. And then I'm just gonna kind of pat it into the very inner corner right here. See, it's kind of a lighter color. And then, you know, I kind of pick either the golds or the pinks, shimmers. I think I'm just gonna go with this one. It's like a little darker pink. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna use my finger and lay it from the inner corner to the middle and kind of blend it in like that. So I don't carry too many brushes as well, so I just kind of make use of what I have, and sometimes you can use your finger. And again, when I'm with my kids, this process is definitely quicker. And then I go in with my eyebrows and use a thin brush like this. This is actually an eyeliner brush, but I kind of like to use this because it really defines my eyebrows. My eyebrows already have like a really great arch. I just kind of fill them in. So I just kind of start at the bottom. Oh, and the product that I'm using is Eyeliner. I think this was like $14 at Ulta. And it has, what I like about it is that it has the paste, it has the powder, and it has the light powder for your arch brown, for your, the brow arch right here to kind of highlight it a little bit. So I start with the paste and just kind of dip it lightly And then I just kind of do the bottom line and kind of start blending that upwards. As you can see, just automatically lifted it up. And then this is my eyebrow kind of messed up over here. Wax just a little bit too much. So the eyeliner that I use that I really like, some people might not like this because the brush is very thin. It's by Wet n Wild. It's literally like $3, but I love their formula because it actually goes matte and it doesn't come off during the day. So usually I start with the corner, so I'll go with the natural line of my bottom line, with the natural line of So a lot of times once I make that mark, it kind of tells me what my eyeliner is going to look like today. So it's a little bit thicker on the outer edge and it's filled in. This one's a little bit tricky because my hand is this way. So sometimes it turns out different and then I have to fix this eyeliner. So you see how this one's like thicker and this one's kind of more curved out? That usually happens because here it's more natural for you to do your eyeliner with this hand, and then you use the same hand, but it's like you're right here. So sometimes it messes it up, but then I look from this one and I make sure that this one's the same. So I'll just kind of go in and fix it. All right, and last 2 steps. Again, this is a lot quicker when I have kids around me. I just put a little bit of gloss or some lipstick. I like this Burberry one. What color is this? It's Tulip Pink. I like my pinks. They're kind of like my nudes, honestly. But I love how moisturizing it is, and you can see it gives you like a natural pretty tint. I don't spend a lot of time on my lips. I know some people do like lip liner, and even when I do my matte lipstick, I just kind of put my matte lipstick and go. And then I actually found this mascara, Bareminerals. I usually like products like this with these kind of brushes right here. You can see their bristles, they're not like the curved kind. And this is what I like because it really pulls your eyelashes out. So I'm gonna work from the bottom up. And that's it. This is pretty much what I do when I'm on the go. Actually, when I'm actually at home, that's kind of what I do. Just quick, easy, unless it's a special occasion. I spend a little bit more time on my eyes, maybe put some fake lashes if I feel like it. Maybe do some like matte lip color. But most of the time I kind of go for more of a natural look. And sometimes I skip the eyeliner and just do my mascara, but that's what it looks like. I just love the finish of this foundation, and then, you know, the blush, the bronzer, just kind of makes it look natural, but kind of elevated. So I hope you guys liked it. I know I had like sounds in between. At least it wasn't kids screaming in the background, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, create culture and be you. I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.